in D.C., it was really cool to see over 17,000 people at Capital One Arena. It has been a long, long time, and there were some sounds in that building early on that you have not heard. But UConn sent a message to Georgetown, sent a message to everybody else. The Huskies responded from their narrow loss to Villanova. They beat Georgetown 68-60. It was not that close. Alex Karaban found a shot, 19 points. Solo Ball had 15, and Connecticut finds a way. Rob, what'd you see?
Karaban was back, man. They got him going. It was a little herky-jerky at the start. There was one play where he dropped a pass that was thrown right at him. He missed a wide-open layup at one point, but he knocked down a three. He had a block on the other end. He had a couple of deep threes. He needed to find a way to get going after the way that the game at Villanova ended. It had been the third straight game where he hadn't played all that well. But to me, the thing that I kind of circled about this game, guys, is you got Jaden Ross going a little bit off the bench. I thought Aiden Mahaney played his best defensive game that he's played for UConn yet, and he also had 6 points and a couple assists and played pretty well offensively. You got Ahmad Noel playing some minutes. I just think you need some help in that backcourt. The biggest thing that they're going to need is to be able to have one or two of those bench guys be able to be someone that can give you 15 minutes, no question, every single night, where you're going to be quality minutes once you get Liam McNeely back. That's going to be the key to them being able to kind of hit their ceiling this season. And we've seen Jalen Stewart on Wednesday was great. Jaden Ross played his best game of the Big East season today. Aiden Mahaney has consistently gotten better, and it's to the point where I'm no longer concerned about whether or not he can compete at this level. Now it's about how can you get him maximizing what he can do. So big win, needed that bounce back.
I'm going to keep this one short and say I'm so impressed with how Solo Ball has continued to improve over his time at UConn. And then he's scored double figures in all but 2 games this season. He's putting it on the deck more. He's able to knock down shots, shooting at a crazy rate. Their patience is turning into production, and it's pretty cool to see. I've turned into a fan of his.
Yeah, Malik Mack shot 3 of 12 in this game. That's because of UConn's defense. Ahmad Noel, by the way, keeps helping UConn in different doses. He's learning on the fly, and nothing's perfect, but he's a freshman who's helping, and he's serving a role. Jaden Epps is not healthy. You could tell. He only played 14 minutes. He was limited in this game. But to me, the goal had to be you can't let Mack get cooking, and they didn't, and he didn't get enough help on the perimeter beyond that, although Micah Peavy is trying his best. For Georgetown, this was a critical 3-game stretch. Marquette, UConn, Tuesday night at St. John's of the Garden. Georgetown's going to be desperate in that game against the Red Storm. They fall to 12, and for UConn, they just keep on rolling. And if you look at the Big East standings, Marquette is 5-0, UConn is 5-1, and the St. John's Red Storm are 5-1 in the Big East.